Welcome to our Devos. This week, we are talking about persist. We want to be people of faith who believe in God so much that we persist when things get difficult. And I want to talk to you today about one of the most difficult seasons of your life when you are trying to achieve something, when you're trying to do something, when you're trying to work through something. And that's a time when a lot of people quit. Don't quit when it's quiet. Don't quit when it's quiet. Let me explain. I talked yesterday about having to get through hardship. A lot of times, people don't give up on things because it's difficult. They give up on things because they're taking a long time and it's uneventful. They quit in the quiet. They quit in the moment whenever things are seemingly okay, but it's just taking a long time. This is a secret of people that are successful. They continue to do mundane things when it's not exciting. A person who is in great shape continues to go to the gym 3 days a week, even though people would say, wow, you're already in really good shape. A person who is wealthy continues to keep on the same pattern when it comes to their spending and when it comes to budgets after they have already reached their financial goals because they're not quitting when it's quiet. And often when we're waiting for that thing to happen, when we're just doing the work, and when we're slugging through that thing, that's when we're most tempted to quit. It's when things are going kind of not difficult and not easy, but just the middle that we want to give up. The psalmist writes in Psalm 27, verse 14, wait for the Lord, be strong, and let your heart take courage. Wait for the Lord. I said weeks ago, and I will stand by this statement, we never have a problem with God's promises. We have a problem with God's timing. And our desire to give up whenever God's timing isn't aligned with our timing is so exponential. We become so tired of the waiting, even though we believe that God is causing us to be in this season of waiting. I feel that right now in a particular season that I'm in with something that I'm doing professionally on the side. I'm in a season of waiting. Nothing is really difficult. Nothing is super taxing right now. And I know that God wants me to do what I'm doing, but it's just so much quiet. And I keep telling myself that this is part of it, but I have to give myself a pep talk because part of me wants to say, look, I don't have time that I want to invest in this thing. I want to quit doing this because there's other things I could be doing. I have a lot to do with the church. I have a lot to do in other affairs, and I just want to stop and allow myself to wait on the Lord and believe that what He told me and what He wants me to do, that He wants to honor that. And it's not His faithlessness, it's my impatience that is causing me to want to abandon ship. That might be what you need to hear today. It's not His faithlessness, it's your impatience. That's the problem. It's your desire to quit when it's quiet. It's your desire not to wait on Him and instead think that every single action that you make deserves a reaction where you get something out of it. I know I'm speaking vaguely, but I think this really deals a lot with a lot of the things that we are struggling with in our lives. We have a trouble with waiting. And what happens is when things are kind of just there, they're not really tribulating and they're not really difficult, we tend to get bored and we get unsettled and then we become faithless. Well, the important part of this is that you don't quit, that you persist, and that you don't quit when it's quiet.